I've been getting email notifications from my FreeNAS file server that my APC ES-725 UPS has a low battery condition. What does low battery mean? The 12-volt battery inside the UPS was no longer outputting a constant 12 volts to provide backup power during an outage. When that happened 3 years ago, I ignored the emails for several months. One day the UPS stopped working and started whistling loudly. I had no choice but to unplug the UPS to stop the whistling. My decision then was to either replace the battery or the entire UPS. Most of the time, it's cheaper to replace the battery. I inherited this UPS from my father after he passed away in 2012. Its approach to PCs was to buy a $300 Dell box. When all the double D naughty bits slowed down his computer after 2 years, he bought another $300 Dell box. If it wasn't for the double D naughty bits, he wouldn't have to replace his Dell box every 2 years. I would drive up to Sacramento to transfer the data between the two Dell boxes and bring the old Dell box home to use as file server. I stopped using Dell boxes for my file server when FreeNAS switched to GFS for the file system, and I built a new system to meet the higher hardware requirements in 2015. Make sure you subscribe and have the notification bell turned on, as I will have a series of videos on rebuilding my file server soon. The UPS at 725 VA was too powerful for a Dell box, monitor, keyboard, mouse, and DSL modem they had. I'm not sure if we wanted more backup power just for the sake of having more power, or a salesperson talk him into buying the most expensive UPS at Walmart. A UPS at half the backup power, at half the price, would have been enough to properly shut down his system during an outage. The manufacturing date for this UPS was December 14, 2003, making it 16 years old last December. The original APC battery was 13 years old when I replaced it in 2017. A typical UPS battery lasts between 3 to 5 years, depending on the number of recharging cycles. Frequent recharging cycles reduces the lifespan of the battery. The Universal Power Group UB1270 replacement battery with a 2-year warranty that I got from Amazon lasted 3 years. My UPS sat in the back corner underneath my desk for the last 3 years. I shut down and unplugged everything connected to it, unplug it from the wall, and dust off the accumulated dust bunnies with a microfiber cloth. I turned over the UPS and removed the back panel to access the battery compartment. The cables are very short, and with my fat fingers, I didn't have much space to unplug the connectors from the terminals. The battery had some corrosion at the terminals, where the lead acid leaked out from inside the battery. Avoid touching the corrosion. If you do touch the corrosion, avoid touching your face, and wash your hands with soap and water. Corrosion was on the outside of the connector. I didn't have to clean the inside of the connectors. When I tested the battery with a voltmeter, the battery had a 10-volt charge. Under 12 volts and corrosion on the terminals is why it had a low battery condition. When you dispose of the old battery, make sure you're compliant with local regulations regarding the disposal of e-waste. Just don't toss it in trash. I reordered the Universal Power Group UB1270 UPS battery for $20 from Amazon. If you're interested in getting this UPS battery, an Amazon affiliate link is in the description below. The new battery had a 12-volt charge and clean terminals. Just be careful when connecting the cable to the terminals and putting the battery back inside the compartment. Replacing the UPS battery cost me $20. If I was to replace the entire UPS unit, it would have cost $80 or more, depending on the model. This 16-year-old UPS is still running fine on its third battery. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching.